Let's talk about all or nothing thinking, or maybe black and white thinking. This is where there's a very strong relationship between if something isn't perfect or if something doesn't happen, then there is some sort of catastrophe that is going to result from that. Every month, I have the privilege of teaching at the Foundations of Healthy Living retreat. It's a 4-day retreat for self-discovery, and it's just one of my favourite things to do. And it's very clear every month when I'm standing in a room full of 10 new people, month on month, that this idea of all or nothing thinking is so prevalent, because these people come from all different backgrounds with all different levels of experience in personal development. Yet all or nothing thinking is one of the most powerful and damaging cognitive distortions that I come up against. So what is it? Well, all or nothing thinking is that sort of if then loop, if this happens, then that will happen, or if this doesn't happen, then that will happen. So some examples might be, if I don't stick to my healthy eating regime, then I am a complete failure, or then I am fat, ugly, useless, worthless. It's actually quite a quick a quick movement from if I don't do this small thing, then I am worthless, which is ultimately where we end up. So it can be incredibly damaging to have this all or nothing thinking. It might be, if I don't get this report in on time, I'm going to get fired. If my launch doesn't attract 70 new enrollments, then it's a complete failure. So if you see yourself in that kind of pattern of thinking, whatever your if-then statements are, then you might be suffering from all or nothing thinking. So what can you do? Because it's not helpful to be stuck in either of those camps. What I do for the participants of the retreat and for my clients that I notice are stuck in this pattern of all or nothing thinking is help them to find the space in between. So how do you do that? How do you find the space in between something that is so concrete in your mind? Well, I get them to scale. And what I mean by that is if one end of their all or nothing thinking, if the black end of their all or nothing thinking is a 0 on the scale, and the other end of the thinking is a 10 on the scale, that means that there's a lot of space in between. So I get them to describe what 1 looks like, what 2 looks like, what 3 looks like, and so on. So if you find yourself suffering from black and white thinking, then try and find the space in between by scaling. Take one end, make it 0. Take the other end, make it 10, and describe what the steps look like in the space in between. I'm Lorraine Hamilton from Coach School, and I'll see you soon.